Weirdo running with a gun. I think this first one is absolutely terrifying. It's a good thing the driver didn't freeze and instead reacted immediately when he saw the guy running toward him with what appeared to be a gun. Trying to open car door. This guy's just casually standing on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, in complete darkness. I honestly don't even understand how the driver managed to spot him in the first place. And as he keeps walking toward the car, you can see him reaching for the door handle, seemingly trying to open the door. Good thing the driver once again reacted. Robbed in the middle of the highway. As this guy is casually driving down the road, probably heading home after a long day, a group of criminals suddenly pull up alongside him. This is a common tactic used by criminals to steal vehicles or rob drivers on the road. Narrow stretches of road, especially those that pass under bridges with walls on both sides, create the perfect ambush point. With little room to maneuver or escape, criminals can force a vehicle to stop and attempt a robbery or carjacking. Electrical guy creates fire. As this man, who appears to be an electrical worker, attempts to untie the electrical wire, something unexpected happens. As he manages to untie the wire and it drops to the ground, it suddenly ignites. Forest fire. This scene looks absolutely terrifying, like something straight out of hell. As this driver tries to make his way out of the forest, he's surrounded by a terrifying wildfire stretching for miles in every direction. group of men playing with fire. As this man is driving in the absolute middle of nowhere, he suddenly comes across something unexpected. A man. And the moment he realizes he's been spotted, he takes off running toward what appears to be one of his friends. And all of a sudden, more people start appearing out of nowhere. As the camera pans farther up the road, you can see that these mysterious people have lit some kind of glowing red object several hundred meters away. Clown chases car. If you're watching this video, you probably remember the clown craze back in 2015 and 2016 when people all around the world started dressing up as clowns and going out at night to scare strangers. As the vehicle drives down a dark, isolated road, a terrifying figure suddenly appears out of nowhere. The driver is forced to slow down as the clown stands in the middle of the road, waving at the car, but then things take an even stranger turn. Without warning, the clown suddenly starts sprinting toward the vehicle. Fortunately, the quick-thinking driver doesn't hesitate and immediately speeds away before the clown can get any closer. Truck stuck on railroad tracks. This poor employee got stuck in the middle of the railroad tracks. You can even see one of the passengers getting out of the truck with only seconds to spare, but the driver barely makes it out in time, escaping just seconds before the train crashes into the truck. This driver fell asleep while driving. As this truck driver continues down the road, he's clearly struggling to stay awake. For quite some time, he keeps nodding off, waking up for a split second, and then falling asleep again over and over. You can even see him staying awake for slightly longer periods of time, only to fall asleep again moments later. And of course, it eventually happens. He starts drifting into the other lane and is suddenly jolted awake when he realizes something is wrong, but by then, it's already too late. The truck doesn't have enough time to slow down and ends up plunging down a small embankment onto the road below. From the dashcam footage, you can see just how violent the impact is. The force of the crash is so severe that even the driver's cap is thrown off his head. What's this guy on? I want what he has. As this guy merges onto the highway and starts driving down the road, a man pushing a baby stroller suddenly appears. And then, for some reason, he starts chasing the car. And then, for some reason, he starts chasing the car for a good 100 meters. As a bonus clip for today, I've got one that's both incredibly weird and genuinely creepy. As this man drives through complete darkness in the middle of nowhere, he suddenly spots a man sitting all alone on the side of the road. Now, for reasons I still can't understand, this driver must have been born with the biggest set of balls ever, because he actually stops and lets the guy into his car. It turns out to be an elderly man carrying a walking stick. He tells the driver that he was frightened by a group of men and didn't know what to do. Luckily for him, this driver stopped and offered to help.